Hello everyone, I'm Alien, and in this episode, I'm gonna be talking about Mafia.
Ha 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 ha! Yes! Play me again! Play me again and quit like all those times before.
No, this time I won't quit. I will beat you, even if you corrupt my save file like last time.
I'd like to see you try.
Mafia was released August 29th, 2002. Developed by Illusion Softworks and published by Gathering of Developers. This is a Czech video game, and it seems like every Czech person loves it, especially my friend Sam, who commented on my Time Splitters 2 video telling me to play this game. Well, I won't fail you, buddy. I've tried playing this game like 7 times already, but I kept giving up. But this time I will beat it. Before playing the game, you can choose to do the tutorial, which teaches you the basics. This game has your standard control scheme, but you can also hide your weapon as well as drop it completely. You can also hide only one big weapon at a time. I do not like this inventory system, but I'll get back to that later. You can also dodge roll. Afterwards, you test out driving. Now in this game, you gotta follow the traffic laws, meaning you gotta drive 40 miles per hour. But you can press F5 to make sure you don't go over. This sucks and isn't fun. You can also shift gears, but thankfully you can set this to be automatic. In the intro, you get introduced to the game's main character, Tommy Angelo, who's voiced by Michael Sorvino, the son of Paul Sorvino, who played Paulie Cicero in Goodfellas. This game has a Czech dub, which is really good, and in it, Tommy's voiced by Marek Vashut, who was in a bunch of movies, including Mission Impossible, Blade 2, and XXX. This part is set in 1938 in the city of Lost Heaven, Illinois, which is heavily based off Chicago and New York. Tommy meets with Detective Norman, voiced by David O'Brien.
I gotta get out of the mob, you gotta help me.
Why should I?
I can help you bring the mob down.
Alright, sounds good. What do you know?
Alright, I'll tell you absolutely everything we did ever.
The first mission, An Offer You Can't Refuse, is of course a reference to The Godfather. It takes place in 1930, when Tommy was nothing but a taxi driver. And while it doesn't pay much, it's the Great Depression, so Tommy's glad to have any job at all. When suddenly, 2 guys who are being pursued crash nearby, and force poor old Tom to drive them to safety. The red guy who got shot's name is Paulie, and the other guy is Sam. Now you gotta lose the guys chasing you, which is pretty hard, since they're as fast as you and have a more powerful car. You can get them to crash into a light pole or a tram, as most NPCs have a hard time avoiding it. Now keep in mind, all these tricks I tell you are things I learned on my own. First time playing the game, you're gonna fail multiple times on every mission as this game doesn't tell you anything. Also, be careful not to crash too much, or flip the car in any way. After this, you gotta drive to Salieri's bar. Now the compass only points to the direction of your objective, not the path you have to go down. Neither do the blue and yellow lines on the map. You just gotta know where to go, or look at the map every 5 seconds like you're playing Doom. And if the car gets too damaged, you also drive extremely slowly, which sucks. You make it to the bar and the 2 goons hop out, and after a long ass cutscene where nothing happens, get used to this as the devs seemingly have no idea you can skip something in a cutscene. Sam walks out and looks like he's gonna shoot you, but he's just giving you money. He also offers you a job.
I didn't want to join some criminals, even if they had all the money in the world. Better to be poor and alive than rich and dead, right?
Next mission is great. You gotta drive around 5 people all around the map, and if your driving is too bad, you gotta redo it. Get used to driving around a lot. You take a guy to a church, a guy to a hospital, a lady to a theater, a guy to a bar, and a guy to a car lot. This guy is especially annoying.
I said over the Giuliano Bridge. Don't you know which one that is?
Thankfully, the customers are fine with their driver being pulled over and fined. After dropping him off, you get accosted by 2 Morello gangsters. An unnamed guy and Louis, whose name is Robert in the Czech version, who looks like he's got a few screws loose. These guys are from the rival crime family to the one you helped, so they're here to smash up your ride. But you escape and they start shooting at you. They're invincible, by the way. And don't worry, I won't count any restarts I got from doing stupid shit like this. You gotta run through some alleyways, which would be cool if the game told you where you need to go. This would also be a better mission if you didn't have to taxi people around at the start. You run to Salieri's bar and Dumb and Dumber decide to follow you in, into the bar of their enemy, so they get shot.
I got fired, so I changed my mind. I wanna work with the mob now.
You get introduced to the guys. Paulie Lombardo, who's voiced by William DeMeo, and Sam Trapani, who's voiced by Matt Servito. And I know you don't learn their last names in the original game, by the way. There's also Frank Coletti, voiced by Dan Grimaldi, who manages the business side of the operation. Luigi Marino, the bartender voiced by Paul Scanapieco. And finally, Big Boss Ennio Salieri himself, voiced by George DiCenzo. A pretty stacked voice cast. You also meet Vincenzo, voiced by John Torme, who you often go to before missions to get guns, instead of just already having them like in any normal game. And Ralph, voiced by Jeff Gerner, who stutters a lot and teaches you how to lockpick a new car every mission.
Hey Ralphie, I see you're still limping, so we got 2 cripples working here.
That's right.
This is such a good line. I have no idea why it isn't in the Czech dub. While it's kinda cool and immersive talking to these characters before missions, sometimes it's really boring. Cause you don't really do anything, you just listen to them talk. Your first mission is to beat up and firebomb some cars belonging to Morello's men. So you do just that. You can also just firebomb the bar. You get the Bad and Molotovs for this mission, even though they weren't called Molotovs back then. The Bad is a pretty good melee weapon, but you don't get into that many melee fights in this game. You can also knock someone out by hitting them from behind, which only works if they stand completely in place. The Molotovs are never used again after this mission. It was driving to here when I turned up my graphics. If you're wondering why I didn't do that before, I did. Every time you exit the game, these two settings reset. Now, after doing this, you gotta drive all the way back, which is a lot of fun. I know a lot of people do this already, but put on some music while playing this game. It makes it much more bearable. After beating the mission, you get the Bolt Ace 4-door, the car you learned how to lockpick. You get cars for doing main missions and side missions, and you can just steal a car and bring it in to unlock it. But don't even think about unlocking all cars, because there's a limit to the garage.
I got another job for you, Tommy.
Cool.
Am I gonna break more stuff? No, you're gonna drive around and it's gonna be really boring.
You gotta drive here, and then out of the city. And every time Paulie goes to get the money, you gotta wait for him to come back in real time. There's no cuts, nothing. After driving to the hotel in the country, you get another long-ass cutscene with no cuts. After a while of just nothing happening, Paulie and Sam get attacked. Paulie gets away, but Sam isn't so lucky, so you gotta go in there and save him. At the start of the mission, you get the Smith & Wesson Model 10 revolver, which is a pretty alright weapon. You gotta execute their dog and then make your way inside, where you kill a guy in the toilet. Unfortunate way to die. Here's another exclusive tip. This one I learned from a friend. You can go inside his room to get the Thompson M1928, the best weapon in the game. It does a lot of damage, so you can just unload onto enemies. And even if it looks extremely inaccurate, most of the shots will hit. Another great thing about the Chicago typewriter is that you can use it at any range. Unlike all the other sidearms that do no damage if someone's too far away. So you can use this weapon like a sniper, because it's really accurate too. After killing a couple guys, you can shoot this lamp to set this guy on fire, which is also pretty cool. Afterwards, this fat guy appears, and after shooting him, you get Sam. But uh-oh, the fat man lives. This game's gunplay is pretty good, but only when you know the enemy locations beforehand. There's no cover system. You take cover by actually moving your body behind something. If it's too short, you gotta look down. This is cool, I like it. The problem is that in most gunfights, the enemies appear out of nowhere and take out half your health. If you know where the enemies are, it's kind of fun, but on your first playthrough, you obviously won't. After killing the fat guy a second time, another dude appears with the money you came to collect. You can just shoot the tires of his car so he won't go anywhere, but I didn't know that, so I had to chase him down. The vehicle combat in this game is terrible. You can only shoot from the side of your car, and the bullets actually come from your gun, so you won't always shoot where you're aiming. After killing him, the mission ends and you unlock the Bolt Model B 4-door.
So you're alright with killing people? Yeah. People respect you when you kill people. The boys are fine, by the way, we got a doctor for that stuff.
Tommy talks about how Salieri got his power by helping people, and that Morello is completely different. That he got his power for violence only. One time, he apparently beat a guy to death for crashing into him. Morello is voiced by John Dahlman. This game had a pretty slow beginning, but the last mission really ramped up near the end. Maybe it's gonna get better now.
You know what mission is next, right?
Of course I fucking do.
There's a race in town, and we all bet on this one guy, but we just learned that an even better guy's gonna be there, so you gotta break his car.
So you gotta quickly drive your way to the racetrack, talk to the guard, Bobby, get the race car, and quickly drive to Lucas Bertone, also voiced by Jeff Gerner, who's gonna sabotage the car, and then quickly drive all the way back. They tell you to watch out for cops multiple times, but no cops actually spawn during this mission. Now, I've always had issues with this part, but this time I did it first try and unlocked the Schubert 6. But as you might know, this isn't the end of the mission, no.
They broke the driver's arm, and now for some reason, even though he won't race, the bet is still on, so you gotta race instead.
This is bullshit. You gotta drive to the racetrack again, and you gotta win the race. To win it, you gotta do 5 goddamn laps, which takes 8 minutes to do. And don't crash near the end, because the other drivers will overtake you and you will lose right before the finish line. Now keep in mind, every time you fail, you gotta restart from the checkpoint, which is the beginning of the race. After a few restarts, I managed to do it. This part sucks. Just put the difficulty on really easy, because you won't have to worry about the other racers. But you still have to worry about driving. Also, the fucker who beat me the first time, Mark Greenway, ended up 10th. You won the race but not the mission, you gotta head over to Lucas, who tells you where to get a nice car and how to lockpick it. While I was stealing it, I got noticed by the cops. And whenever it's not worth it getting into a gunfight or getting arrested, you can just leave the cops in front of a tram. This works every time. After driving back to the bar and unlocking the last Leader V16 Phaeton, you actually finish the level. I quit at this level multiple times, but this time I did it. You won't get rid of me that easy.
Yeah, just wait. I got some more tricks up my sleeve.
You know my hot daughter Sarah, voiced by Cara Buono? You wanna help get her home safe? You won't mind, right?
I don't know, it sounds kind of boring. Of course I'm gonna do it, come on.
So you get some knuckle dusters and walk her home. The convo you have is pretty interesting. Sarah says that Paulie could have been an actor. I remember reading a comic online about a similar idea, about how if a gangster who got shot did anything else, he could still be alive. If those guys from the hotel tried being actors or doctors or something, they wouldn't be dead right now. The hoodlums come after you, but you beat the shit out of them. The knuckle dusters kinda suck, but if you move around a lot, you won't get hit, and too much. They also just run away after getting their shit kicked in, which is pretty cool. You walk Sarah home, and after a nice conversation,
Do you swing?
What?
Do you like dancing, music?
you have sex.
How dare they? We gotta get rid of them now. Nothing happened to Sarah, right? Oh, something happened alright, just nothing bad. We gotta kill them all.
No, just beat them up. You go to Vinny and get a bat and an M1911, which is a really good gun. It shoots pretty quick and holds more than the revolvers, which I might as well talk about now too. The Call to Detective special sucks. It does very little damage, and the Smith & Wesson Model 27 kicks ass. It's really strong. This game has some fucked up fall damage. After talking to Big Biff, you learn where the hoodlums are based, so you go fuck them up. Make sure you don't hit Paulie. After beating up the first couple hooligans, you have to save another guy from getting beat up.
Thanks. Thank God you showed up. Finally someone's dealing with those bastards. The cops didn't lift a finger, because one of those punks is supposed to be the son of someone down at City Hall.
After that, the head guy pulls out a gun, so the mission turns into a gunfight. And after killing a bunch of guys, 2 of them get away. After a thrilling chase, never mind. After a thrilling damn it. In the fucking cutscene, really? After a thrilling chase, they crash and you catch up to them. And for fuck's sakes. Tommy hesitates on shooting the guy, so Paulie shoots him instead. Don't you get tired of floating around? You wanna sit down or something?
Nah, I'm good.
That guy who survived your little massacre is gonna cost us some problems, Tommy.
But we killed all of them. Even the guys we just beat up, they died too somehow.
Those guys did somehow die. It was the guy in the car you didn't shoot. The one you shot was the son of the counselor. His funeral is today. On an unrelated note, you gotta blow up a whorehouse. This mission is alright. It's mostly one large gunfight. But like I said, it's only fun when you know where all the enemies come from. Cause if you don't, you're gonna walk into a room and a guy behind the door is gonna kill you. You gotta talk to this guy to find the boss. Then get the girl. Then get this key, unlock the boss's office and blow it up. This is just straight up terrorism now, but okay. After killing the boss and the security, the sailor tries to be a hero and shoots you as you're leaving the room. This guy up here also acts all innocent, but shoots you right as you turn around. These guys here use the sawn-off double barrel, which is an alright weapon. It's really good for this mission because of how close quarters it is. After searching around you find a girl, but Tommy draws the line at killing a lady, so he lets her go. This level only has 2 medkits, so you gotta be careful. After getting the key, you unlock the office. Watch out for the guy in the corner. You blow it up and escape to rooftops. Now, the entire precinct is coming after you like it's Half-Life 2, but that game does the rooftop chase way better. You gotta go up and do some parkour, which is really shitty. There's a sniper up here who does a lot of damage. The quicker you kill him the better, because the less he fires, the more ammo he'll have in his rifle, which you should grab. The Springfield M1903 Mark I is really good, but you almost never get to use it. After that, some cops show up, and there's also one guy hidden in the corner. If you make it to the end of this section with low health, just restart. There's a medkit in the church, but you will need a lot of health for the next mission. You go into the church and accidentally crash the funeral of the kid you killed. You get spotted and get into a gunfight. There's some guys really far away, so you can nail them with the rifle.
After this, 2 guys run in with shotguns, who do a lot of damage.
The Winchester Model 1897 is pretty good. It deals a lot of damage, but has insanely short range. But you will probably not get a chance to use it now, since you get a cutscene right after killing these guys. After talking with the priest you head out, where you normally get into a huge chase with the cops, but they're pretty hard to lose, so you can just go into this pier and wait it out, cause most of the time they will just drive into the water.
You must be joking, right? You killed that many cops? I might have over-exaggerated a bit, but that doesn't matter. The counselor was pissed at us and Morello started working with the cops. Things were fucked. That reminds me, one time Frank told me that I should stop drinking and partying to settle down with a girl.
We got some liquor coming in from Canada. You gotta go pick it up, Tommy. You gotta drive to the warehouse. Now last time I played this mission, the game crashed every time I drove into the marker. Maybe it was just my old PC being shitty and it would work now, but I don't want to redo the entire drive just to test it out. After you get there, you get inside a truck with Paulie and drive to the farm, where Sam's waiting for you. It's a simple mission, no way it's gonna go wrong. You get there, in a cutscene thankfully, but uh-oh, no one's here. Paulie and these guys stay at the truck, so you gotta go in alone. You find the trucks, but the driver's dead, and you get ambushed by a bunch of guys. Again, these guys come at you from everywhere. First time playing, you're gonna get your ass kicked. One time while playing, this creepy guy just ran through the town, and this never happened again. After killing everyone, you head back to the trucks. Now you gotta go with Paulie to find Sam. The 2 of you breach some doors and find Sam. Poor guy can't catch a break. Paulie then takes one of the trucks. I imagine the other 2 guys took the one you came in with, and you drive off. After a chase scene that's kinda cool, you get Sam to the doctor. I guess the other guys just went home. Now you can head back to the bar, or you can head to Lucas. These Lucas missions suck. You drive to him, drive somewhere, do something, drive back to Lucas, drive to a nice car, steal it, and drive all the way back to the bar. You do get a fast car, but like I said, you gotta drive 40 miles per hour anyway, so there's really no need for it. Only good thing about him is that you learn how to lockpick him, which you will only need once near the end of the game anyway. In this one, you gotta warn Lucas's friend, and you unlock the Ulver Airstream 4-door, along with the Bolt V8 from the beginning of the mission. The Airstream reminds me of the alien queen from Echo the Dolphin. You guys see it too, right?
It's a sad day. Frank betrayed us. He was like my brother. You gotta kill him. Alright.
First you gotta find out where Frank is. So you go over to Fat Bill or whatever his name was, but he doesn't know. So you go to Little Tony, who also doesn't know, but Idiot Joe might. You go to him, but he doesn't want to talk. And while beating up a named NPC normally always fails the mission, this time you actually have to do it. He tells you where he is. So you get there, but you're too late, as he's being driven to the airport in an armored car. Once you arrive to the airport, a gunfight breaks out. During this gunfight, and really any gunfight in public, some innocent people will most likely be caught in the crossfire, which is something I find really cool in video games. Reminds me of Kane and Lynch. I always try to keep as many people alive as I can. After killing the cops here, Frank runs off. There's a funny part here where one of the airport workers pulls up and tries to fight you, but he will fight everyone, even the cops. After getting to Frank, he explains that the cops threatened his family, and he will only give you the evidence after you save them. So you do that, but let Frank and his family flee to Europe after he tells you where the books are. After you get the evidence, you can do another Lucas mission.
Sure. What's the scum look like?
He's a real big gorilla. Some character at the Black Cat Bar. You can't miss him.
So you find a guy and wow, I know it's the 30s, but you can't call him that, Lucas. After that, you get the car and finish the mission. Unlocking the this is so hard. Unlocking the Schubert XK6 4-door and 4 810 sedan FVW.
Everyone thinks that Frank is dead and there was a big ceasefire for the funeral.
Now that we are around halfway through the game, I should talk about this game's side content. But I won't, cause it sucks.
Wait, what? You can't do that.
Alright. There's Free Ride and Free Ride Extreme, which you unlock after beating the game. In Free Ride, you earn money by killing gangsters, speeding, or being a taxi driver, and you can use the money to buy weapons or health. There's really nothing else to it. And in Free Ride Extreme, you do wacky missions that are just driving around the map, but slightly different. Like you gotta drive above a certain speed limit or you explode. Wow, it's like the movie. You don't get shown where the missions are, you just gotta find them. I'm not doing this shit, especially after beating the game.
Fuck you, asshole.
Yeah, well, fuck you too.
The prosecutor has evidence against us. You gotta break in and steal it.
First you gotta pick up Salvatore, who's gonna open the safe. Then you drive all the way to Oak Hills, and there are way too many cars driving here. Also, there can't be this many people living here, right? Well, according to the 1930 United States Census, around 4 people lived in a household. And if you count the amount of homes and—
Dude, come on.
Alright, you drive to the house and Salvatore opens the door. Now, you can apparently sneak through, but it's really hard. And killing everyone is more fun anyway. Once you make your way inside, Salvatore opens the safe in a really long and drawn out cutscene. Then the prosecutor appears, sees everyone's dead, and drives off, while leaving his security guys to die. You then head out and drop off Salvatore before— Fuck! Damn it. You know how there's the joke that the option to turn on subtitles has a 50-50 chance to be in audio or display? Well, in this game, it's in the fucking controls. That's right, you turn on subtitles in the controls. Whatever, I'm not recording half the fucking game. You go to the bar and end the mission.
I found this guy who sells great whiskey from Kentucky. We gotta get his stuff. His name's Bill Gates. That's not a joke.
You go to the place with the 2 other guys, and look, it's the guy from the first mission. It's a simple mission, no way it's gonna go wrong. You get there, in a cutscene, thankfully, but uh-oh. We got company. Gates and his boys get killed and you gotta fight your way out of the parking garage. This is an alright mission. Here's a tip, after you make it out, just get out of the car and kill the people chasing you. It's way easier than getting in a chase, especially with this game's vehicle combat. I guess the 2 other guys died because Sam takes their car. Rest in peace, intro dude and other guy. Turns out Gates was a thief who stole the stuff from Morello, so everything's fine.
So the prohibition ended, but things weren't bad. I married Sarah and had a daughter. Tommy, my driver is sick. Could you drive me to the restaurant? I gotta do everything around here. Sure thing, boss.
You drive there, and the chef Pepe looks like he cooks some great gabagool. I don't know, probably. I haven't seen The Sopranos, I just know they say that. But uh-oh, we got company. Some guys pull up and bomb the restaurant. Jesus. I love how the second the cutscene ends you get shot, so it's just unavoidable. What a great video game. One of the best games of the year, right GameSpot? After taking out these guys, watch out for the guy that's for some reason in a window. Salieri figures out that his driver was the one who told Morello where he was gonna be, so you go and kill him. He also has security guards around, I guess? Maybe it's just his neighbors who decided to try and shoot the guy who killed their friend. After a useless cutscene where nothing happens, Salieri decides we gotta kill the counselor. You gotta drive to the ship. Like always, the game doesn't fucking tell you how to get on the boat. If you do something wrong, you gotta drive all the way back. First time I played this mission, I did this part like 5 times before I looked up a guide. What you have to do is obvious, really. You gotta go inside this random ass fucking building and get the seaman uniform. On the boat, you gotta look through all the toilets. The bottom 2 are empty and the final one is locked. So you gotta talk to this guy to find out you gotta talk to the lifeguard, who gives you the keys but makes you clean out the room. So you take the gun, give him the keys, and the counselor appears. Now you get specifically told to blend in with the crowd after killing the guy, but that's just not possible. Cause the guards will always fucking shoot you. And if you fail, you gotta redo everything again. Everyone on the ship is a shit-talking asshole. The band doesn't even play anything. After killing him and the guards, you get on a boat and escape. How did Paulie know when to come? I don't know. This time you gotta kill Morello's brother. The plan is simple. You ring the phone and after the brother comes, Paulie lights him up. It's a simple mission, no way it's gonna go wrong. The guy comes to the phone but uh-oh, it's someone else. Now you gotta run. Or just kill them, which, like I said, is way easier. You gotta drive back to the bar, unlocking the Guardian Terraplane 4-door. So you learn that Junior has a mistress he visits. So you go there and plant the bomb on the car, but wait for this guy to leave or else you fail the mission and gotta drive all the way back. But whoa, the lady gets in and explodes instead, and Tommy cracks a one-liner? I thought he was against killing women. You go kill him at a restaurant he goes to, but Paulie's gun jams like it's fucking Operation Anthropoid and guess what? You gotta go back to the bar. What a great fucking mission. Forgot to say this before, but Sergio Morello Jr. is voiced by Renaud Sebane. This time some other guys are sent to kill him in a cutscene, and do I even have to say it? Of course it goes wrong, they die, he lives. You chase him, but you can't actually catch him, he has to go to the docks, where you get in a huge gunfight where the game doesn't actually tell you where to go. This is where my problem with the inventory system really shines. I'm holding the Tommy gun and I want to get ammo for the shotgun. If I get the ammo, I equip the shotgun, and if I equip the Tommy gun, I drop the shotgun. But if I pick it up, I can't use the Tommy gun. I have to throw away my Thompson, grab the shotgun ammo, and then grab my Thompson again. This is what it's like to not have the enemy placement memorized, by the way. While playing this for the first time, I looked up a playthrough, and saw that in the most popular playthrough on YouTube, the guy was playing with a shit ton of mods on. And while none of them look like gameplay mods, this is still fucked. After taking out some snipers, you gotta change this track thing and then send this tank car into this building. You send it wrong and guess what, bucko? You gotta replay the entire shootout. After blowing up the door and killing the brother, you can do another Lucas mission. This one involves you having very little time to drive to a guy in Chinatown and bring him halfway across the map. This would be easier if the cops didn't come at you every 5 fucking seconds because you have to drive above the speed limit. Also, sometimes the AI is just fucking stupid and gets stuck, and if you bump into him, he starts shooting you. You know what? The reason I don't mind playing this game is because it's really easy. It's only difficult because you have to replay a level 10 times over to know what to do. And like I said in my Time Splitters 2 video, that isn't challenge, it's trial and error. But this mission is actually really challenging, and I don't respect this game enough to bust my ass playing the shitty side mission a million times just to get some car I won't even use. So suck my dick, Mafia, I'm not doing these anymore.
You're an asshole, you know that?
In his sections of the city, there's theft, robbery, blackmail, illegal lotteries. But what's the biggest problem? The problem is that we don't get a cent out of it.
It's time, boys. We gotta kill Morello. He should be at the theater. You get there, but he runs away. Who would have guessed? It won't be that simple. You chase him, and interestingly, a bunch of different things can happen. The first time I played this mission, he drove to a broken bridge and I pushed him off. But this time, he drove to an airport and got in a plane. And after a few attempts, I shot him down. But the cutscene for shooting him down is almost the same as failing, so I skipped it thinking I failed again, and had to restart to re-record it. And according to the wiki, you can also kill him during the chase. You can go to Lucas, where you have to drive a car into water to get a Celeste Mark 500. Or you can just go to the bar like I did and get killed by the cops. Look at this. Salieri and Morello used to be friends before their boss died. After finding this, I realized this business will be the end of me, so I knew I had to get out eventually. Now that Morello's dead, everything is fine. Just kidding, you gotta go shoot a politician. You receive a Mosin Nagant M1891-30, a Russian rifle that's funnily enough being used to this day. You also get a pistol just in case, so you know something's gonna go wrong. I really like how the longer the game goes on, the newer the cars become. After getting past this guy, you can shoot him, but I didn't want to be a complete villain. You get inside the abandoned prison, where you get attacked by a bunch of squatters. I felt pretty bad for killing these guys. They're just homeless people. Extremely aggressive homeless people, but people still. After killing a lot of them, seriously, why are there so many of them here? You get to the top. So I channeled my inner Lee Harvey Oswald and missed completely, cause this game sucks ass. Look at this shit. After killing him, you go out, and cause I didn't shoot the guy at the start, I got arrested. So after throwing out all my weapons and then leaving, you can go over to Lucas again, where you gotta pick up one of his friends before the cops do. Again. For this, you get the Lassiter V60 Napoleon. I want you to steal some stupid ass cigars, boys. As I alluded to in the intro, the last time I played this game, I got a PC upgrade and lost my save file after beating this mission. So from now on, I'm playing this game blind. Good fucking luck. You go with the guys to the rendezvous point and drop off Sam. You guys want to rob a bank with me? Get some money on the side? No way. You drive to the dock with Paulie and he tells you to find a safe spot and then jack the truck. And I thought to myself, cool, I can steal the truck wherever I want. That's nice. So I followed the truck until it was about to enter some sort of building and got the driver out.
and it told me to get the driver's papers, but I couldn't interact with him, and the compass pointed to the truck anyway, so maybe the papers are inside. I drove around for a while, but nothing happened. I did find this doghead person though. I looked up a guide and find out you gotta beat the driver. Oh, okay. So after this, Paulie leaves and you get told to go to the dock. So I went there, but the guy told me I need to get rid of the stuff I'm carrying first. But if I go inside, I fail. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? Well, it turns out, you need to let the truck go inside and then steal it. So the objective was wrong and the game lied to me. I can't find a safe spot and then steal it. It has to be done after it unloads. After waiting a really long time, the truck leaves and you can steal it. Finally. You go to the port and now what? How am I supposed to know where the boxes are? The guide told me it's over here, and the guy in front told me to stack boxes at the dispatch hall. I looked up what to do just in case, and found out you can talk to these guys to help you move the crates. Again, game doesn't tell you this. After I started hauling, the guys got ran over by a truck. Okay, so restart. Stacking these boxes is so fucking boring. Why are you making me do this? What's the point? Who thought this would be a fun thing to do 2 missions before the game ends? Like, come on. Even in the playthrough, Mr. Wise Guy just cuts this part out. Alright, so I started to load the boxes onto the truck. That's what Wise Guy did.
Where are you taking that?
What? What the fuck? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Turns out you have to talk to him and send him away. Time to stack crates again. After doing this a second time, I sent him away and started stacking. Why the fuck is he coming back? Am I just fucked? God damn it. How am I supposed to know he comes back? I hate this game so much. Maybe I can drop off the box immediately and pick it up to be faster. Fuck, it's fucking stuck. Alright, so I stacked the boxes again, and now I'm loading the truck as fast as I can, but he still comes back right as I place the final one. So I shot him and escaped. And I get chased anyway because I have the wrong stuff in my truck. You get chased by a million guys. This time, getting out and fighting them doesn't work. Trust me, I tried. A lot. Eventually, I just came to the point that the guys fought the attackers off. Well, not before I got arrested. You drive to the point and find diamonds in the truck that Sally here didn't tell you about. This really pisses Tom and Paulie off. Paulie, I want to rob the bank. Now, robbing a bank might sound exciting, but the devs somehow managed to make it boring. After taking the train to the bank in real time, you head out and case it. Then you gotta get back on the train and head to Yellow Pete's shop for weapons. At first I took the wrong train, but the second time the train stopped way too early, and getting out I lost most of my health. So after restarting, I went to the store and bought some guns, and then I decided I could do the final Lucas mission to get a sweet ride. You gotta deliver some stuff to a guy. His name's Dick. Big Dick. And then you gotta save him by killing some guys. Thank God for these random props. Alright, simple. But driving back to Lucas, the mission just failed? What the fuck? Whatever, fuck Lucas, I'm taking this car. After driving to the bank, you shoot a few guards, maybe even one of the customers.
Okay, I like it.
And get told to go upstairs and find a manager. Now Tommy talks about how they don't kill innocent people, but I guess bank guards don't count. You take the keys, don't forget the keys from the teller like I did, and then open the safe. There's a cutscene here where Paulie gets mad at a woman, and as you're going back up you hear him shoot her. But this is just like never addressed again. After escaping with time to spare, you can thankfully easily avoid the cops and finish the mission. It's kinda funny how Tommy robs a bank without a mask or anything, cause like, he won a big race, most people will recognize him. At least a little bit. Spoilers? That's right, stuff happens now. If you don't want to get spoiled, skip to the outro chapter of the video. Or, you can just play the game if you want, but I wouldn't do that if I were you. Paulie's fucking dead. He got shot. I guess he did kinda deserve it though, but he was actually likable. Paulie? It's me, Sam. Paulie's dead. Christ. I was gonna warn him that Salieri found out about the bank. And he's pissed, alright. Meet me at the art gallery, we'll talk there. You can also go to Yellow Pete, but the police actively storming the building gives you enough ammo. And I didn't feel like doing more driving. Don't get shot too much, cause you will need all the health you can get for later. After taking them out, you head to the gallery. Nah, fuck, give me a second. Alright, where Sam awaits.
Don't move, scumbag.
Oh, shit!
Surprise! You weren't looking for that at Paulie's by chance. I had to decide whose side I was on, and sorry, but it would be suicidal to stand on your side. I can live with murder, though.
So you killed Paulie?
Well, I was more the means to his death.
Sam found out about everything. About how Tom let the whore live. About Frank. This is a really good scene. Matt Servito's performance is great and this is a really good twist. Sam leaves, but Tommy evades the 2 assholes behind him and shoots one of them in the head, which he survives somehow. This is a really hard final mission. Like the actually fun type of hard. Except for the lack of checkpoints. It also feels a lot more personal, knowing that the guys you're killing used to be your friends and co-workers. There's a part here where you get a grenade thrown at you, which is kinda cool considering they're willing to blow up their own guys just to kill you. But it also sucks because you can barely fucking see the grenade. It would be cool if when dying the enemies would go like, "Tommy, come on, remember the job we did together, right?" Or, "It was just business, Tommy, nothing personal." After that you get another cutscene, but this time there's no checkpoint. After killing the guys in the stairwell and dodging another grenade, you find the only medkit in the entire higher level. You then meet Sam face to face. He tells you that they found out because they found the lady at the docks, and that Sam killed her, and that they looked into Frank after and found out he's also alive, so they came after him next. Now you gotta fight Sam and... Okay, this fight sucks. Sam can stunlock you so you die instantly. He can also shoot through the wall and you can't flank him. After dealing a certain amount of damage, he runs off and you follow the blood. He pops up from behind the wall and just kills you. That's it, there's all there is to it, but I died 14 times just in the first part and twice on the jump scare. What a shitty final fight. Sam stumbles away like a little bitch, so you Mozambique his ass. So, Tommy gets his family away and goes to the cops. 80 people get arrested, some for 8 years, some get the chair. I wonder how long people like Bobby or Salvatore got. But then again, Salvatore was an accessory to like 5 murders, so he'll be in jail for a long time. The song they plays during this part is actually really nice. This game has a good soundtrack. It's a shame it seemingly doesn't work in the Steam version. Tommy moves to the city of Empire Bay. He gets a nice job, but in the 50s, some guys pull up and shoot him. I would be really pissed off if I didn't know how this game ended beforehand. So, the game ends. Wait, did I just beat it? Uh-oh. I did it! I beat Mafia! Take that, you... Oh my god. So, that's Mafia. The gameplay sucks and you just drive around most of the time, but the story's at least pretty interesting. So, would I recommend it to anyone nowadays? Hell no. Well, I haven't played the definitive edition yet, and it does change a lot of things. It looks way better. That's all. So, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and good night.
Of course, the guy who wants too little from life might not get anything at all.